examples of how we should live. Or maybe we would say examples of how we shouldn't live. That son has changed many freshmen and the way they think about their mothers. They immediately go, you know what? I've been an ungrateful son to my parents. Just like the son in the story. I've been ashamed of them for any number of reasons. And that's wrong. I have no right to be ashamed of someone who's worked hard to try to appropriate from me, even though probably made some mistakes or whatever. Of course, a mother's love is a central idea of this text, and we have powerful word pictures here, don't we? Like I said, for some students, this notion of a mother that will lick something out of the eye of her children to make sure that her children are okay. Whoa, a powerful word picture. Let's jump to 3a. What are the texts for you that come to mind? We just recently worked online together, if you watch those introductory comments, with that text, my heart leaps up when I behold a rainbow in the sky. Remember how that poem ends? The child is father of the man, and I could wish my days to be bound each to each by natural piety. The notion that there's an important thing in living your life with joy, with a feeling of sense of duty, and the idea that we can always find something to be pleased with, something to be honored by, right? In this case, the rainbow here is work itself, we might say. If you've done Psalm of Life with me, of course, remember those final lines. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to, there it is, labor and to wait. The notion of work as being precious, as being important. What for you are the texts that come to mind? Later in your junior year, you'll want to write this down. We'll read a text by Eudora Welty called Worn Path. If you want to look at it earlier than your junior year, I highly recommend it to you. It is a compelling story that will follow a very similar kind of line of action. You have an old woman who has to go through the woods to get some drugs, medicine, for her grandson who is dying. And she takes this long journey, and then she has to go back from the long journey. And again, we have to ask the question, and we'll ask it now at 3b. Who are the washwomen in your life? Who are those people? I once had a student as a freshman, and she was coaching little girls volleyball, and she came to class and said, I'm coaching little girls volleyball in the evening, and it is literally like herding cats. And all they care about as little girls playing volleyball is the juice box and the fruit roll up at the end, right? And I'm trying to talk to them, and I have this homework that I should be doing, and these kids have no idea that this is actually hard on me. And then it hits me. I'm a successful volleyball player because when I was young, there was somebody there who was helping me. And it never occurred to me to ever say thank you. This will be our final observation, and we want to write it down. When will you begin to appreciate the washwomen in your life? Now, obviously, we're speaking metaphorically here. Although, if you live in a house where you don't wash the clothes that are on you, and yet you can smell them right now and they smell clean, and you didn't wash them, then the obvious question is, who did that for you? If you didn't do that, who did that for you? Oh, what? Because that person loves to wash your clothes and take care of your clothes for you? Of course, now we're speaking in metaphor and symbol. There is a powerful symbol in this text that says, the adults in our life who have taken care of us, who have metaphorically washed our clothes, who have metaphorically licked our eye, right? Those people in our life, they deserve our respect. And, we might say, they deserve our gratitude. Now later we're going to do a project where I'm going to ask you, I want you to write about a time in your life. We'll use Singer's essay as a classic model or example. I want you to write about a time in your life where something happened in your life. And from that experience, you'll learn something important. For Singer, obviously one of the things he learned was the beauty, the glory of hard work, the indomitable will. We normally think today in our culture, of course, as our heroes, as our celebrities. Singer will point out, it's probably better to think about our real heroes as not our celebrities, but the people who get up every day, who go to work, who do a job, who take care of not only themselves, but they take care of the people who are in their life, their children or whatever. I once had a student that said, yeah, well, I grew up with a deadbeat. Nobody in my family works. They all just sit around and wait for a handout. To which my response, and Singer's response would be, you don't have to be that person. You can understand the power of a life lived expressed through work. You earn what is yours. And in the process, the indomitable will becomes who you are. And then people respect you for that, right? People respect you for that. Well, there you go, an introduction to Singer's classic, Washwoman. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.